incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts caught on a slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go.
They'll run to Walker to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he gets halfway home for the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Walker. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Here's Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Eagles 14, Chargers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get
touchdown, Chargers! Kyle Pitts! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Eagles 21, Chargers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Hurts. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll look to run with Spiller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Again, it's Spiller. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In his own end zone, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good drop by Trayvon Diggs. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six on a Charger TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why their attack was one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point put through by Succa. We've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Okay, ready?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Lance looking to throw it. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I suppose we go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Lance going to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Lance. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Succo. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be
touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 45 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
28. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the defense closes quickly there. They get maybe a yard to the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
But first down, Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now is Lance.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chargers.
Kyle Pitts,
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
and the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns in there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And some room to run now. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Lance now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Williams brings it in. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Check.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one could be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over.